So go to youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. Rotus is giving you a wiper in the sky.
Wide wave.
Fisayo is also in the building. Good morning, Fisayo. How are you doing?
Good morning.
No wiper for you. No. Okay. Use the hashtag BusinessExpress981 so you can send messages to us. We see some of you already messaging us because we can hear it.
Yes.
Rotus.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys wait now. The show just started. Why are you guys sending messages already?
And to me that as well. Use the hashtag BusinessExpress. Send messages to our WhatsApp number 0809 444 0981.
Thank you. And what is this? A Russian hat? Well, what's the? This
is Red Chief has. Excuse you.
Oh, okay.
Respect me.
Check it out, Lagos. You can see it on YouTube. It's really nice. Very
Stolen from someone's wedding. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So the market yesterday up by 0.25%, 40,874.09 points. Market cap is at 14.76 trillion naira. So far this year, we're still up by 6.8%. 18 gainers. 24 losers. Owando was the top gainer yesterday. Why are you laughing? It was second place 2 days ago. First Aluminum was the top loser yesterday, down by 7.5%. We are at 363 naira to the dollar. So Fisayo, we saw something interesting during the week. We're actually talking technology and sports first to kick things off. Wednesday's match between AFC Bournemouth and Manchester United. They were testing out something from Swipe Station. Can you help us out with what we noticed before that match began?
Okay, so basically they're trying to set up a faster way for fans to get refreshment on match day, right? So that was the whole idea. So historically, before every match, fans that want to maybe buy food would have to queue at the bars.
Yes. Long queue.
Long queues.
Yeah.
Right? So,
the cold.
And then after that, you now struggle to enter through the gate and all of those things. And then by the time you're done, you're probably tired and all of those things. And then the match is no longer interesting for you to watch. So,
right.
What AFC Bournemouth was trying out against Manchester United, I was wondering, how can you try it out? Okay, it's fine. So they're trying out a new app that was meant to assist their fans to be able to buy food real fast and real quick. So what that does is that the fans will have downloaded the app and then ordered their food, and then using a QR code scanner, they're able to confirm their order. And then once the receipt has been printed out to them, they just take that receipt to the bar, and then through this what's it called, fast track, they're able to get their food, because they're not just ordering. You've pre-ordered. All you just need to hold is the receipt and just show the attendance, and then you get your food. So it's meant to make the ordering process a lot seamless and faster. Some people, it can be annoying. Give me donut. Oh, okay, add one more.
Right.
Uncle, but this I'm not gonna watch match, right? So that's the idea, so that you pre-ordered, and then all you just need is to collect. And I think that's interesting.
And Lagos, you can check out the video for Swipe Station, how the whole thing works. We tweeted that already. Interesting. So they decided to test it live with their fans at the match. They didn't do any pre-app testing before the thing went launched or anything. I thought that was interesting. They decided to just test it there. Just, hey, the fans, try it out now.
Well, again, because they are the ones that will use it eventually anyway, so they're not testing it with developers.
Well, so why not just do that? Everybody should just be doing that now, right? Don't you think? Or I guess it differs depending on the app and depending on how.
Again, I believe they will have tested it in-house to ensure that it works. So maybe they just want to test latency if 20,000 people are using at the same time.
Right.
Will it still have capacity
without crashing and
without crashing and all of those. So I think that's where they're not testing to see if the app works or not. They probably have tested that to ensure that it works. But can it support this number of crowd? I think that's what they are just.
I got a question for you. Is this a more, because there's a cashless element to this? You don't exchange any cash at the bar.
Because you have paid everything
ahead of time when you order your food with the app.
That's not for change.
That's another issue, the change issue. Yeah. Is this a more, as far as if you think about the approach of the cashless policy here in Nigeria, do you think this is a more fun approach to be using it through sports as opposed to any other technique, or what
I think using it through sports is just a use case, right? And then because they're using apps and all of those, again, because it's the UK, right? They probably have smartphones because they can buy and pay over 5 years, right? So, I mean 5 years. Anyways, so I'm just saying that they have good quality smartphones, and then you can download the apps and all of it. In Nigeria, you probably don't have as many smartphones, and people that want to go and watch. I mean, if you want to go and watch Enyimba and
or Kano Pillars, they're ahead of the game. I hear they're pretty developed as far as their
okay, so they should give their Kano fans app so
Just
they can buy food.
But hey, it's pretty cool. So you guys check out the video. I was you know, I thought it was really cool the way they tested it out and giving their fans a convenient way to purchase refreshments.
I think the most important thing that we have now is that if such a can have this partnership across all the 20 all the clubs in the Premier League and also in the lower division league. Yeah. For me, I think Substitute will be the biggest beneficiary of this.
Good stuff. Okay, let's we're still talking mobile money of sorts. Let's jump into this piece here in this day. Why mobile money has failed in Nigeria. This is from an economist by the name of Andrew Morton. He's written it's was this kind of long? Sorry, he was waxing lyrical about why mobile money is, I mean, according to him, it has completely failed in Nigeria. It's not working. He takes a couple shots at the central bank, who I tagged in the tweets when I linked the article, because I like the central bank to read this stuff just to know what people are thinking. So he says that the central bank, along with its deposit money partners, continues to think that they can just keep repeating the same thing over and over again, and that mobile money penetration will increase. He mentions the SANEF, the Shared Agent Network Expansion Facilities, where all these mobile agents and go out and try and get people, the unbanked and so on. So what's your take on the piece?
Okay, so when you said why mobile money has failed in Nigeria, all of us need to understand why it has failed.
Right.
Only the CBN and the banks refuse
to see what's going on.
Right, so and it's important you tagged the CBN.
And if they're watching on YouTube, hey CBN, how you guys doing? All right, so yeah,
you tagged the CBN in the tweet, right? So the most important, the biggest problem is the fact that mobile money is still being driven by the banks. The banks over the years, they've been existing since, I mean, what's the oldest bank? 18
it's First Bank, the 18 something. Yeah.
So, and then all of the banks in Nigeria put together have just only 30 million customers. And then telco services in Nigeria just started 10 years ago,
right?
Maybe 15. And then they've had over 100 million unique customers. It's clear that the banks don't understand how to do retail, so there's no point giving them the mobile money to run, right? So that for me is the biggest problem, and then that's exactly the same thing Andrew Morton was describing here. The CBN governors had always been ex-bankers, so they seem to always play
favor the banks in this regard.
All of their things. So
okay, so yeah, there's I don't know if maybe we can reference a Nairametrics article where this was written back in September. They were saying that why the M-Pesa Miracle hasn't worked in Nigeria, and what they wrote about, I just wanted to use that as a reference point for this article. The success of M-Pesa, they were saying, was because of a lack of the equivalent of NIBs, where there wasn't any infrastructure for mobile money to thrive, and that's the reason why it was successful. But it couldn't be replicated here because we already have a NIBs and so on, InterSwitch and so on. What do you think about that piece as far as that one's concerned?
So I think the biggest, again, so it's about which one comes first, right?
Okay.
If we had InterSwitch and NIBs come first before mobile money, it's going to be difficult for mobile money to
thrive. Okay.
It's the same way I believe our biggest switch is trying to get into Kenya, and then it doesn't seem to be catching on to here because people have adopted
mobile money there
already. So it's which one comes first. So in Kenya, mobile money came first, and the people adopted it. And again, because typically everywhere, mobile accounts are much more larger than typical bank accounts. So people just use it as de facto payment solution for themselves. So rather than do interbank transfers and all of those things, they just send to your M-Pesa account and everybody will be fine. But in Nigeria, people are used to using
the USSD codes to transfer money and so on.
NIBs, InterSwitch, pay with your card and all of those things. Now to bring mobile money again, that you're not allowing the telcos to drive, you're allowing the banks to now drive an alternative to what they're comfortable with. I believe it's twin struggles. I think that's what Nairametrics
was writing. By the way, Lagos. So NIBS is the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System. That's the acronym. So wait. So Fisayo, where's the meeting point? If there's anything is going to work, it has to be regulation driven, and we have to give the steering wheel to the telcos. Yeah.
Right.
Because there's still millions of unbanked Nigerians that still can't, don't have accounts. Basically, that's what we have. That's what we need.
Yes, we have to give the steering to telcos.
To telcos, yeah.
I think the biggest regulation is the fact that CBN sees any transaction that tries to convert airtime or cash, as that of the bank. So
Right.
the only bank that can handle cash.
Right.
So as a telco, you are not a bank, so you can't.
You can't handle it. That's
where
their
the
vision.
biggest regulation is.
Gentlemen, we have a couple of comments coming in this morning. Mary was the first person in asking what you think about custodian allies.
Okay, as an insurance company, yeah, I've actually talked to a couple analysts that like the stock. So yeah, there's a couple of them actually are positive on it. But again, I keep telling people, do speak with, do your due diligence and speak to a broker first before making any decisions.
All the listed stocks,
Insurance
companies,
yeah,
the
biggest one. So yeah,
Okay.
say Fisayo even likes them.
There
too,
you go,
so,
Mary. I hope that helped. While Shola steps in on this your Canopilla conversation, he says, go to Canopilla match with iPhone X and boys will collect it. Thank you, says Shola. Just like that. While Taiwo sends in this message, he says, mobile money didn't work in Nigeria for the following reasons. Our market was way more sophisticated than the Kenyan market at the time it was introduced. That was the first. The second reason is that MMOs spent more time pushing their products in Lagos than other parts of the country where it was really needed. And also he says the telcos frustrated the efforts of the banks because they wanted to be in the driver's seat. The solutions were really clumsy in a lot of cases, and we also did not develop enough use cases for the solutions.
All right, Taiwo, wish you were here. So Taiwo, is the answer regulation? Although I think we're out of time. We got like what, 20 seconds?
Yes.
Taiwo, send your WhatsApp message in 20 seconds. Fisayo, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll touch on the other stories, I guess, over the course of time.
All right, and we've got one more quick comment from
YouTube.
our YouTube live stream. Here at Dewale Ogunleye, who says, mobile money failed because the CBN and banks were pushing it to the wrong customers. Internet banking was already available, so the bulk of the banks didn't need mobile money.
All right. Thanks for that. YouTube messages. Nice one.
We love it. We love it. Do keep listening to Smooth Breakfast, though, because coming up next, frankly speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi at 7 o'clock, and at 7:30, detailed newspaper analysis inside of Freshly Pressed. Good morning, Lagos.
Business Express on Smooth 98.